So hi everyone, today in this video we're going to develop solutions for a lot of the problems that you can face in our day-to-day life, always in the focus in trying to explain you how you can be much more creative and also better problem solver, as better as well are in grasping concepts, mental models, that are what I can call them. And then so in this video what you're going to talk about, it's I'm the first type of statement that I'm going to say it is that I defend the economic way that the normal more of the Western society is based on the capitalism, but as any other type of system, and the capitalism as well is not something that is as absent of flaws. And then so I'm gonna try to make and putting things in a way that the capitalism already works, and in a way that I perceive it as an upgrade. So upgrading the capitalism operating system, targeting flaws, but as well amplifying strength with that. So it's as well based in a lot of the global best practices that a lot of countries in that specific areas, like the New Zealands, the Germanys, we can look as well for the North countries in Europe. They are sustaining capitalism, but they have refined it and then have putting another type of mechanisms that are not true. They're not naturally just given to and normally applied in 100% full capitalism type of system. And then so with that, you already have a test proven that the mental models they have been used and they always have been used uh, in the creation of the new practice that what you can call as elite, the big minds that exist in our world. They so put in practice, they based in these mental models that unconsciously or consciously they grasp its truth, that they're all studies that so they make. And then so first one, the long-term lobotomy, fixed legacy bonuses. What's the flaw here? Quarterly earnings that strap sacrifice future values. So and it's something that we see a lot. We see a lot the companies that obviously by getting 100% looking for full optimize. So the profit normally when you full optimize the profit, you tend to become more efficient, and it's so it gives a lot of incentives of one of the most important things that we need as a humans, that have infinite type of needs, but we have finite resources. We want so to be efficient, and also the reality is that capitalism they make you be and want to be more efficient because it aligns you something that you want, and so getting profit, being positive, getting money from doing activity, and is for that you kind of rely on having to be efficient. And then so normally efficiency is good, but the reality is that as well in this seeking of profit, and this obviously is more something that comes as a short term pleasure, that's so getting money and profit, quarterly getting or whatever is the times that you get the profits from your enterprise. Reality is that it doesn't align with something that you will have to get in counts, and this is how the conscious that you want to create a sustainable economy that makes well the next generation not have to deal with problems that can be achieved in a typing point that they cannot be solved. And then so it's already something that we're seeing. Some economic activities have created a lot of carbon footprint that normally our generation will not suffer that much as we are already accept that we're suffering some consequences. But then we have to kind of arrange away a mechanism that so makes the people as well having count the long-term practice and not just the short-term search of profit. So being more sustainable. So one of the main flaws that people points out for capitalism is not for probably so not being sustainable in long term, looking for how they deal with the resources. They're good for extraction, but probably cannot be that much good for sustainability. And also some fixes. We have the longevity premium bonds, companies that earn tax cuts for hitting 10-year sustainability goals. Example, 0% layoffs, more and more net zero emissions. CEO vesting, 80% of bonuses locked until 5-year impact verified. Example, the New Zealand firms with legacy bonds grew 3 times faster than peers since 2020. So alignment incentives, so making them have ROI with these initiatives. It's basically so incentivize people to get in count the consequence of the actions that they take in long term. And so with that, you create incentives from them to take care for the future consequence of their actions. Second, externality tumors. The fix, truth pricing. What's the flaw? Pollution inequality costs socialized, profits privatized. So it's one of the things that is a pattern that we seem to see in the full and 100% systems that are so all ranked by certain capitalism. We are having another interventions, a bit more of the force of state, social force that can regulate this. So the pollution inequality, the costs are socialized. Everyone suffers with that. But the people that exploit and create that pollution, then, for example, they get as much as the bad consequences that other ones, but they are the only ones that creates the benefits, because obviously the profits are privatized by the owners, the ones that the shareholders for that company. And then so what's a surgical fix? Real cost ledgers, blockchain tracks hidden harms, CO2, worker stress, invoices paid to communities, and Wall Street triage. Stock tickers show negative values when social codes beat the profits. The Exxon, for example, lost 18 billion market cap after truth pricing beta. 3. Innovation artery blockage. Fix. Open EP ecosystem. So what's the flaw? The reality is that as well, the capitalism, and with capitalism we accepted the existence of patents. And obviously you accept it because you understand the incentive of this, because if you have patents, you incentivize people to create their things because they know that they're going to get the benefit of the profits that they can potentially do, because they will also have something that's differentiate as exists differentiation, because other ones cannot copy. But as well, you have to look for the counter effects. So sometimes the patents can hold progress, and then so it's like a way how you see this type of problem. You see that what you prioritize the social group, because you understand that the patents are something that just tends to create more benefits for and optimize benefits of the individual ones instead of the social group, because if you can copy them, so you kind of make it easier for everyone to get the benefits of that, and then so you don't create a monopoly. Or you can do the other side is prioritize more the individual's type of protection, the freedom that so my ideas that have cannot be copied for others. But then so how you balance, it's probably what you have to do. For example, 90% of pharma patents ever used, they tend to be not good if you look for the social group. And so what's the surgical fix that you can show? We have the patent commons. Firms pulling IP in green health tech get research and development subsidies and use it or lose its license. Idle patents auctioned after 3 years. Tesla open battery patents accelerated, so the EV adoption by 5 years is an estimation of study. 4. Monopoly metastases. What's the fix? Competition vaccines. So the flaw, winner-take-all markets are perceived as killers of innovation. So obviously in the full 100% capitalism type of system, economic system, you kind of deal with these winner-take-all markets, and then you perceive it as innovation killers. And then so what's a surgical fix that you can do? Market share cap, 25% max in digital essential sectors, excess triggers baby trust spin-offs, and pro-competition subsides rivals get 200% research and development funding in monopolized industries. Google spun off 4 baby search firms under European Union's Digital Markets Act, as so coming from some initiatives of that. 5. Human depreciation, fixed talent capitalization. What's the flaw? Labor treated as cost, not asset, and then so what's the surgical fix for that? Skill stock markets, employees earn equity via talent broke tokens, so tradable shares in their productivity gains, and automation tariffs robs tax to fund worker ownership stakes. Now, it's a thing that you have to look, because the reality is that automation is a natural consequence that comes with you becoming and wanting to be more efficient. But it all exists a paradox, because when you make it automation, you make people not gaining, and so people not gaining, you as well, you have a lower market potential, because you as well will have less people with the power of purchase. So as well, again here, it's a balance, neither 1% one side, neither 1% another. is getting balanced. And then so obviously if you want to do the natural translation, because it's going to happen, a lot of jobs will be lost for the introduction of these artificial intelligence, but you have to make it in a way that is sustainable to guarantee the social cohesion. And then so obviously normally the weaker side are so the humans, the workers, and then so existing ways to protect it is could be so a good way to look for it. Shareholder obesity, fixed stakeholder hurt transplant. What's the flaw? Sometimes the profit extraction uh, so makes it just it's a system that it has just like a multidimensional value, and then so you don't look for all the things that as well matter. Social impact, we have as well look for the pollution. And then so what is a surgical fix? Stakeholder weighted voting, employees communities get 40% board votes, and impact dividends, 20% of profits must fund local regeneration or forfeit as taxes. The Patagonia's Earth dividend distributed 140 million to eco projects in 2023. And by last one, we have boom boost cycles. Fixes the economic immune boosters. So what's the flaw? Markets crash from herd behavior. And then so it's a surgical fix for that. Artificial intelligence stability breaks, algorithm trading tax exponentially during volatility spikes, and the recession firewalls sovereign funds how to invest when GDP growth under 1% for 2 quarters. The Singapore artificial intelligence circuit breakers prevented 3 crashes since 2021. So with that, I expect you have liked the video. I expect it was enough so to subscribe, to like, and then so I hope to see you in the next one, and I hope that you have understood the statement and value this channel can aggregate to you. So thank you and see you in the next one.